Did he not say okay, we're rolling?
I said okay something.
Okay, we're rolling.
All right, 2 giant books this week from both Marvel and DC. Let's start with the DC one. It's Batman 21, but it's the start of the Button storyline. So if you read the DC Universe special and was wondering what's going on with the Watchmen, this is for you. However, it also has major tie-ins to Flashpoint. So if you read Flashpoint and want to see how that storyline, not just a dumb sequel, but how it continues, you gotta read this. This is pretty much the biggest DC book of the year so far.
Miss Wayne. Next up, we got a graphic novel, Roughneck by Jeff Lemire. This book is freaking awesome. Hashtag I love Jeff Lemire. Anywho, a guy with a drinking problem and somewhat of a punching dudes in the face problem.
And a hockey problem.
His long lost sister comes home, stuff happens. It's more of a personal story. It's not, there's no supernatural twist here. It's a lot like his current Image book, Royal City, number 2 of which comes out this week, and we still got plenty of number 1s. It's just really, really, really good. Like, I know a lot of people love their superheroes, and I do too, but stuff like this is why I love comic books.
The other giant book I was speaking of is the one from Marvel called Secret Empire number 0. Secret Empire is a major event that's happening this summer for Marvel, but it ties into what's going on with Steve Rogers secretly, spoilers from like 6 months ago, maybe no, a year ago, being a member of Hydra. This is the start of his plan in Hydra to save the world, but I said that in air quotes. Check it out.
Dude, I have a strict no credit card policy, but if I can get a credit card with the Guardians of the Galaxy Awesome Mix thing on it, that'd be pretty cool.
That seems like a bad tattoo that someone would get now in like 15 years. People are like, what is that?
Alright, from Image, we got a new book called Plastic. This book is weird. It's about a guy who is like an old school CIA spook who stopped being a CIA spook and now rolls around kicking the butts of anyone that looks at him wrong with his girlfriend, who is a blow-up doll.
So in the Hellboy universe, we've actually had an interesting premise where you've gotten a lot of Hellboy universe books, but you haven't got a lot of Hellboy. At least not since Hellboy in Hell. Well, this week, rather than getting the start of a new mini, you get a whole graphic novel all at once. So it's essentially like getting a mini all at once. And it's called Hellboy Into the Silent Sea.
Another graphic novel that I loved is Cage. Cage! It does have an exclamation point, which I am forced to pronounce because that is the title of this book. It's by the guy who did Samurai Jack, whose name is that. Yup. It's really cool. It actually takes place in between like 2 random issues of Uncanny X-Men and is super like in that timeline because it takes place during that hot minute in X-Men continuity where Misty Knight and Jean Grey were roommates.
If you're in the mood for none of this superhero stuff, nor sad crying stuff, but are in the mood for a really gritty take on vampires, then check out Rednecks. So, yes, they are rednecks, and there's definitely a lot of ain'ts up in this book. But they're also vampires, so it's like the grittiness of that part of the South that makes me uncomfortable, and bloody vampire stuff. It's actually really good. If you're a fan of American Vampire, you would probably dig this. Someone said American Vampire meets Southern Bastards, and it's kind of that.
If I had to give it a review strictly based on the title and the concept, I'd have to give it a 10 out of 10 because Redneck being the title of the Deep South vampire book is freaking clever. Speaking of books that are awesome, Scott Snyder and John Romita Jr.'s All-Star Batman Volume 1 is out in hardcover. It's a really cool Two-Face story. This particular arc is very much like Batman meets Mad Max, specifically Fury Road. It's really good. Scott Snyder is a master of Batman, and John Romita Jr. is a master of storytelling from panel to panel. It also ties into basically nothing outside of itself, so it's a good read for Batman fans of all speeds and tastes.
Also for fans of trains. There's got to be a trainophile thing, right? People that are obsessed with trains.
Yeah, and as far as, like, there's some cool Two-Face in there, and...
Who hasn't been seen in a long time.
I mean, we saw him a couple years ago in the Batman Two-Face mini. And he did. But he was a more introspective Two-Face, and this is more like evil, diabolical master plan Two-Face. It's way more fun. In toy news, we also have the Wonder Woman movie pops. We got Wonder Woman, Hippolyta, and Steve Trevor. That movie doesn't come out for a while, but we got the pops now.
Hey kids, thanks for watching. Tune in next week. In the meantime, you can follow us on Twitter and Facebook and my all new female blog about Richard Nixon called Chicks on Nix. And you got only 2 weeks until Free Comic Book Day. That's right, May 6th. Bring the whole family. It's the biggest comic event of the year. See you then. Finger guns.
Hi, Wonder Woman. Will you date me? I only date cool dudes. Oh, wait. You seem pretty cool.
Oh, Lord. Is this what you do late at night?